Okay, in previous lecture we have already completed the planar machine, right? From the chapter number 6. Now today we are going to study about chapter number 6, part 3, that is slaughter machine. So Shaper, planar and slaughter, that definitely we will complete in today's lecture. So I hope you can understand with the use of this figure what is slaughter machine. So we have already discussed about the Shaper machine, and I hope all of you have some idea regarding the Shaper machine. And in previous lecture, we have already discussed about the planar machine. And now today we are going to discuss about the slaughter machine. So in Shaper machine, we have already studied how we can reciprocate the RAM horizontally with the use of the different drives that can be used in the Shaper machine. But over here, in the slaughter machine, same operations we can perform on the slaughter machine that we have already performed in the Shaper machine. But over here you can see in the figure the RAM is reciprocate vertically over the workpiece. If you want to perform the operations on the workpiece vertically, then we are using this type of slaughter machines. Other mechanisms are same. All these components, important components, or we can say principal units of the Shaper machine that are also used in the slaughter machine. Also there are work holding device, then different mechanisms that we have already used in the Shaper machine that also we are using in the slaughter machine. You can see the live figure which is used in the industries that you can see in the slide. We can easily hold the workpiece with the use of this work holding device. This all attachment that we can easily handle with the use of this handling device. This one is a RAM which is reciprocate vertically with the use of different mechanism that we have already used in the Shaper machine as well as planar machine also. So this is the all important component that we are using in the slaughter machine. You can see the classification of the slaughter machine. Slaughter machines are classified as different four categories, that is puncher slaughter, general production slaughter, precision tool room slaughter, and key slaughter. This all different four types of slaughter that you have to remember and keep it in your mind. Four types of different slaughters, so as per the requirement of the industries, they have to select the specification of the slaughter machines, and they can select the particular slaughter machine on the basis of that particular. Puncher slaughter, general production slaughter, precision tool room slaughter, and key slaughter. These all different types of slaughters that we are using in our workshop to make operations, to perform a different operation on the workpiece. Puncher slaughter is a heavy duty machine, we can say that, or machine tool, we can say that. It is a rigid machine which is designed for removal a large amount of the metal from the casting and forgings. See, if you want to operate a heavy workpiece with the use of the rigid machines, which is specially designed for the removal of the large amount of the metal which is casted or forged, then we are using this type of puncher slaughter. Or we can say this is a very heavy duty workpiece, heavy duty machine tool, rigid machine, and which is special designed for the removal of the large amount of the metal. કે જેનું કાસ્ટિંગ અને ફોર્જિંગ થયેલું છે એવા હેવી મેટલ હોય, હેવી ડ્યુટી વર્કપીસ હોય, એને મશીનિંગ કરવા માટે આપણે પંચર સ્લોટર જેવા હેવી મશીન ટૂલનો યુઝ કરીએ છીએ. Precision slaughter. The precision slaughter is a lighter machine and is operated at a high speed. The machine is designed to take cuts giving accurate finish. If you want to operate a different workpiece like if those workpiece we want to make that we are using for this different measuring process. So at the time we required very high degree of accuracy. So the precision slaughter, it is specially designed for the lighter machine, but which gives very high degree of accuracy in these operations. And with the use of this, the precision slaughter, we can make light cuts which give accurate finishing. So we can say that the precision slaughter is a lighter machine as compared to the puncher slaughter. So we cannot perform very heavy operations in the very heavy metal. But over here we can easily remove the lighter material from the workpiece with the use of this precision slaughter, because it is a lighter machine and is operated at a high speed. The machine is designed to take light cuts, giving the accurate finish. So we will definitely achieve the very high degree of accuracy with the use of the precision slaughter. We can say that, right? Now it is a slotted drive mechanisms. So all the mechanisms that we have already used in the Sapper and planar machine that we have already discussed in the previous and previous to previous lectures. So over here in the slotted drive mechanism, 4 different methods are used for giving the table of the slotted machine. Already we have used the different drive mechanism in the Sapper machine to reciprocate the RAM, but which is it is horizontally we can reciprocate it. But over here in the slaughter machine, we are reciprocating the drive. We are reciprocating the RAM with the use of the different drive mechanisms. So for that purpose, we are using different 4 drive mechanism. First one is known as a slotted disc mechanism. Second one is a variable speed reversible motor drive, hydraulic drive, and slotted link mechanism. So in the slotted disc mechanism, we are using this type of mechanism to reciprocate the RAM of the slaughter machine, which is vertically. We are using a slotted disc. So with the use of that slotted disc, we can easily reciprocate the RAM that we have already discussed in these previous lectures. Second one, that is a variable speed reversible motor drive. Variable speed reversible motor drive. So over here we are using a motor drive. So with the use of this pulley, with the use of the belt, we can easily achieve the variable speed in this slaughter machine in the RAM, and which is vertical. Third one, it is a hydraulic drive. So all these type of drives we can use in the slaughter machine, and hydraulic drives also we have used in the Sapper as well as planar machine, which is used in this hydraulic drive. We are using cylinder piston mechanisms and some valves to operate the hydraulic drive, and with the use of that we can easily reciprocate the RAM of this slaughter machine. Fourth one, that is a slotted link mechanism. So in that we are using a link, or we can say slotted link, to reciprocate the RAM of the slaughter machine. We can say that. This one is important need schematic diagram of the slotted disc mechanism. You can say that. At the time it may ask in your exam, you have to draw this figure. Over here, all the important components or items or principal units of this slaughter machine, or we can say slotted disc mechanism type of machines, you have to draw it. This one is a base, this one is a feed gear, this one is a feed shaft, so we can easily provide the feed with the use of the shaft. This one is a pole, this is a column, this is a con pulley, this is a bull gear, this one is a lever, this one is a disc or crana disc, we can say. This one is a ram, which is reciprocate vertically with the use of this lever. This one is a tool holding device. With the use of this device, we can easily hold the single point cutting tool. Longitudinal handle. So with the use of this longitudinal handle, we can give the longitudinal movement to the work table. This one is a cross feed handle, so we can give the cross feed to the workpiece with the use of this table. This one is a cross slide, and this one is a feed gear. And this important component is also known as a circular feed handle. So with the use of this, we can easily give the movement to the workpiece like a circular movement, we can say that. And over here, we can easily accommodate or hold the workpiece on the work table, we can say that. And over the workpiece, we can easily reciprocate the single point cutting tool with the use of the ram. Understand, Ishan?
Yes, sir.
Very good. You can see the slotted link mechanism only. In previous slide, we have already seen the slaughter machine with slotted link mechanism, slotted disk mechanism. But over here, in place of slotted disk, we can see the slotted link mechanism. So how can we reciprocate the RAM? This one is a RAM. This one is a counterweight arm. We can say this one is an arm. It is a fulcrum. This one is a counterweight for a backward stock. And with the use of this slotted link mechanism, we are using a connecting rod. It is a bell crank. It is a crank pin, and this one is a rear driving wheel, and this one is a die. So with the use of this connecting rod crank mechanism, we can easily reciprocate the ram. With the use of the counterweight, we can easily provide the backward stop to the slaughter machine or ram of the slaughter machine, right? So this is a slotted link mechanism. In previous figure, we have already seen the slotted disk mechanism, and the important of this slaughter size hydraulic we have already seen in the Sapper machine, hydraulic drive, importance of the hydraulic drive, working of the hydraulic drive, all these things that we have already seen in this previous lecture. And the size of the slaughter is specified in terms of the maximum length of the stock in the mm. So how can we specify the slaughter machine? On the basis of the size of this length of the stock, vertical ram, length of the stock in the millimeter, we can easily specify the slaughter machine. And operation performed on the slaughter machine ઉપર કઈ કઈ ટાઈપના આપણે ઓપરેશન પરફોર્મ કરી શકીએ છીએ. So it is used for machining a vertical surface. It is used for machining a vertical surface. It is used for machining angular or inclined surface also. It is used to cut the slots or keyways or both internal as well as external, or we can make a gear teeth both internal and external. It is used for work as machining a concave, convex and semicircular surface. It is used for shaping the internal and external forms of the profiles, and it is used for the internal machining of the blind holes, and it is used for machining dies and punches. So all these different types of operations that we can perform in different workpiece with the use of this slaughter machine. So as we know that it is used for machining a vertical surface, that we all know, because over here we are using a vertical ram in the slaughter machine. So we can easily perform the operation on the vertical surface, right? Second thing, it is important that it is used for machining angular and inclined surface. So over here there are different mechanisms that we are used to operate or to give a movement to the workpiece with the use of the work table, like a longitudinal movement, like a transfer movement, like a circular movement. All these things are important. So with the use of that, we can easily perform the angular as well as inclined surfaces, perform operations like angular and inclined surfaces, right? So it is used to cut slots, keyways, both internal as well as external gears, and both internal and external, we can say that. So as we all know that with the use of also Sapper and planer machine, we can make a key slot on the workpiece. So with the use of this also, we can easily perform this type of operations, both if you want to make a gear, if you want to make a teeth vertically, then we can easily perform that type of operations, both internal as well as externals, right? It is also make a key slot, key base, and both external and internal, we can say that. So All these things are important, and we can easily carry out the different types of operations on the different workpiece with the use of the slaughter machines. And it is used for the works as machining convex and semicircular surfaces. Like that also we can perform this type of operations if you want to make a different cows, concaves, convex surfaces we want, if you want on the workpiece. If you want to semicircular surface also, that we can perform this type of operation with the use of this slaughter machine also. It is used for shaping internal as well as external forms of the profiles. So I hope all of you have some idea regarding the different forms and profiles of the gears also. So with the use of this machine, we can also make a cut. We can use to give a shape or external internal forms of the profiles, we can say that. It is used to act in internal machine of the blind holes. So if we want to make a slot on the blind holes, then easily we can make a slot with the use of the slaughter machine vertically. So it is used for machining dies and punches. So we are using dies and punches for the different purpose in the industrial aspects. Then we can say that if you want to perform the operations in the dies and punches, then with the use of this slaughter machine, we can easily perform the operations in this dies and punches. Now, major difference between the shaper and slaughter. It may ask in your examination as a evaluate in 2 to 3 marks. 2 થી 3 માર્કમાં તમને as a evaluate પૂછાઈ જાય આ question. What is the main difference between shaper and slaughter? At that time, we can say that in the slaughter, the ram holding the drill reciprocate in vertical axis, whereas in the shaper, the ram holding the tool reciprocate the horizontal axis. શેપર મશીનમાં પણ તમારું કટિંગ ટૂલ જે છે સિંગલ પોઈન્ટ કટિંગ ટૂલ એ તમારું રેમની અંદર જ ટૂલ હોલ્ડિંગ ડિવાઇસની અંદર હોલ્ડ થાય છે, પણ એ તમારું કટિંગ ટૂલ રેમની મુવમેન્ટના લીધે હોરિઝોન્ટલી રેસિપ્રોકેટ થશે, જ્યારે તમારું સ્લોટર મશીનની અંદર પણ તમારું સિંગલ પોઈન્ટ કટિંગ ટૂલ રેમમાં જ હોલ્ડ થાય છે વિથ ધ યુઝ ઓફ ધ ડિફરન્ટ ટૂલ હોલ્ડિંગ ડિવાઇસ. બટ તમારું સિંગલ પોઈન્ટ કટિંગ ટૂલ ઓવર ધ વર્ક પીસ તમારું વર્ટિકલી રેસિપ્રોકેટ થશે because of the movement of the ram of the slaughter, right? This one is a main difference between shaper and slaughter. So slaughter is over now. In the next lecture, we will discuss about the new chapter, or we will start the another chapter of this our syllabus, that is maybe we will start the grinding machine in the next lecture.